Oh, what have I got myself into? A fatir. Oh well. We're doing a good deed. Let's see, do we have anything that could help us here? Might as well drink the last of that health. Seems like, although the magic hurts us, it's probably for the best. Fire's a little bit close to home right now. Let's go with the electricity. It might work. Oh, this thing made us feel stronger last time we ate it. Well, let's try some more. Yes. Ice Claw. Did it once again. Feel I could take on anything. Hello? Anybody here? What is this? Flaming hands. Weird. No sign of anything yet. Gone inside though. Get some of those flowers. Right. Don't see anything. Oh, those are weird. Maybe we'll collect some of those. Maybe some alchemist would like them. Apothecary. I mean, that's what they call them in these lands. That. Oh, a shield! A shield seems so useful. Well, let's equip that there. Right, let's see. Let's just do that. Get our magic ready if we need it, but I think we'll stick with the shield for now. Yeah. Let's just see. Switch. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Right. We could do that. Feel well prepared. Oh, what's here? Chest? Protection from frost. Oh, don't think we're gonna face anything like that in here. Another ice claw. These do make us feel strong. Let's take one. Let's have it again. They don't seem to... We can seem to be able to eat as many of these as we like. Doesn't seem to make us full at all. Right. Oh. A little bit, yeah, ceiling's a little bit low there. Maybe there were shorter people who lived here. That's fine. It's fine. No judgment. Right. This way, I guess. See if we can get inside. Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Let's see here. On guard. Right. Oh. He is not as easy to fight as I thought he would be. I didn't think he would be easy to fight. Let's run back. Let's get this place to our advantage. What could we use? Maybe our life absorption? I mean, it's risky. We'll try it. He doesn't seem to like that. That's good for us. Oh, we're low on mana. Luckily we have some of these potions with us. Some health. Grab them. Okay. Not doing a lot for us. It's keeping us alive. Yup. Fatir seems to be weakening. Right. He's running. Sword. Slay the beast. Oh, missed. That was not easy. It was definitely not easy. That spell, though, as horrible as it is, seems to do well for us. Guess we'll keep it on hand. We may need it more. Yes. Right. What else have we got in here? Sponges. Books. All of them are ruined. Don't see any sign of the girl yet, though. Maybe she was up above? About whisper trees? Why would he have this book? Presumably, only a few travelers or nature lovers won't have noticed the whispers of the wind in the areas of Endral's Sun Coast. If one pauses for a moment to listen to the chime of the winds, one will catch the feeling of not being alone in the scenery. Superstitious people believe in the legend that the whispering sound, which sounds so different from the gloomy breath of the whisperwood, has its roots in its own tale, or the voice of a path-abiding young woman, who gave her life at the Sun Coast for the cure of her fellow men. Grandfather, grandfather, we are bored. Can't you tell us about one of your stories again? Asked the two little children as they came excitedly into the house. The grandfather, who sat in front of the lit fireplace, turned around and gave them a smile. Gladly, which story do you want to hear today? He asked and pointed beside him. Sit down beside me. Story about the whispering in the trees at Suncoast, said one of the children, while they settled with their grandfather. You were talking about the voice of Lariel, aren't you? He paused for a short moment to gather his thoughts, then continued. This is a tale which is already a few centuries old, and which my grandfather told me, like I tell it to you now. Today we lived here at the coast, unburdened and secure, but it wasn't always like that. He furrowed his brow. Once a fatal and unknown sickness ruled here. At first it only befell the animals and caused them to slowly perish, as if the emerging famine wasn't already bad enough. Suddenly, also the people in the region fell sick. Apothecary came from the surrounding villages to help the people, but even they weren't able to fight off the sickness. Then a young woman named Lariel spoke up, one of the few who wasn't stricken by the sickness yet. Let me pray to Malphus. I was a path-biding my whole life. Maybe I will be able to bring our Lord to a merciful mood, so that he may help us. Nobody wanted to forbid it, as many had already lost all hope. And so Lariel climbed up a hill in order to pray there alone in a clearing to Malphus. Day and night she knelt there and prayed without cease. She even refused to eat and drink. But there was no sign from Malphus, and every day more people died. However, the woman stayed true to her faith and continued to pray. After 10 daybreaks and nightfalls, she eventually died of her thirst. Then Malphus had mercy and spoke to the last survivors. You were to be judged, since you started to forget your path and became pathless. But the sacrifice and faith of the young Lariel made me show you grace. Let her body lie there, and come back tomorrow to this clearing where she prayed to me. There you shall find a small tree and a herb growing on this tree. Give this herb to your sick, and they shall be healthy again. For that you never forget your path in my mercy. The next day the people returned to the clearing, and really found a young tree. In the same place where Lariel had kneeled for praying, but no trace of her body. There they realized Lariel had become the tree. As they got closer to harvest and herb Malphus spoke about, they heard a hushed whisper that seemed to come from the tree that was similar to Lariel's voice. The apothecary were able to turn the herb and other ingredients which had no effect before into a potion to successfully heal the sick. Therefore they called the tree Lariel and the herb which grew in it Whisperweed. And this is already the end to my tale, and now, off to bed you go. It is quite late, said the grandfather as he noticed the sun setting behind the horizon. I can tell you another story tomorrow, he added as he looked into the children's sad faces. Hooray! Both shouted at the top of their lungs, and this is all I could read out of the old and tattered book I found at the low tier. It seems that it used to be a collection of old legends and tales. If this is the fact, then the validity of the story is to be doubted. However, fact is, there really was a plague at the Sun Coast several hundreds of years ago, which caused many people to die. It is also fact that this plague vanished as suddenly as it arrived. What remains is the question, what happened to the tree? The soft, wind-like whispering can be heard today when one waits long enough and listens everywhere between the trees of the Sun Coast. And it can't be linked to one single tree and the clearing with the original tree itself where the young Lariel sacrificed her life can't be found anywhere. Even if there were times where the harvest of the Whisperer weed filled wagon loads, today it is very hard to find, just as fleeting and vagrant as the sound of the whispering itself. Moving between the trees, it seems that the mysterious herb grows and decays in our time so fast that only selected apothecary and traders are able to harvest it. And the secret to the time and the place of the harvest they're keeping under lock and key, but even the adepted aren't able to recreate the healing effect from which was the gift of Malphus to the suffering people, no matter what ingredients they use. So, you, dear reader, if you're truly interested into the secrets of the herb, you have to search for the Whisperweed yourself. Even if you, like so many before you, will most likely only be able to get what you want for large amounts of coin from the knowledge of insiders. Interesting book. Okay. Life Absorption. Tale of Torgen something above us. Tale of Torgen Whisperwood. Chapter 3, The Abyss. What being pathless entails cannot be known by those who have never experienced it themselves. Contrary to expectations, you don't feel the joy of being freed from your chains, as one might have assumed in my case. It means fear. It means a constant dread. It means a feeling of forsakenness, which can be eased neither by love nor friendship. Nobody can survive pathless. And if someone claims to be the opposite, they are the biggest liar in all of Vin. My mother died of her illness, and I lost Maressa as I used most of my time to consume Droge? Anyway. No sane woman loves such a man who is lost in those. Due to my addiction, a taxman took my parents' house into their custody. My money ran through my hands like sand. Without any means of payment, there was no place for me in the upper city anymore. The Blood Moon Lodge slowly perished due to its ideals. Its members shared my fate. In becoming pathless, they had lost their meaning in life. Windross, a lost star, and some of the remaining members ventured into recklessness, painting curses onto the temple's walls, and were hung for it. The muck of Leorans soon stuck to the soles of my shoes as an unremovable companion. Stench and rot plagued my body. My teeth became brittle and the skin peeled off my bones. I drowned my worries and hopelessness in alcohol. The final remnants of my self-esteem dwindled. The urge to leave my path had spelled my ruin. Now suddenly I realized that the restrictions of the path were nothing in comparison to the restrictions of utter freedom. The latter was vastly more overwhelming, even though you won't be able to understand it, as you have never felt the same freedom as I have. Bare, merciless freedom can't be tamed, especially if you're the same weakling as I was, and am. If I would have at least had a path, a firm purpose to which I could have adhered to, this avalanche of mischief most likely would never have been set off. There aren't many happy memories remaining from that time. My daily routine while being pathless was waking up, taking Droge, so I could while away the day, eating any rubbish I could find from the undercity streets, and boozing up in the evening so I could sleep. All semblance of organization disappeared. Over my life, Malthus's pointing and reprimanding hand didn't watch over me anymore. In the undercity, one can't distinguish between night and day, as there is neither sun nor fresh wind. Hence, I couldn't say which month or time of day it was when I walked around to rest or aim, as I often did. I was struggling along, holding onto the walls of the house so I didn't keel over. A band of muggers, no rare phenomenon, caught sight of this easy prey and seized their chance. They beat the living daylights out of me, only to realise that all they could take off me was a pouch of glimmercap dust. Quaffing, they left me lying in a muddy puddle, wounded and bleeding. My limbs hurt, but I managed to crawl forward. Near me, a bard was belting out a song of the pathless wanderer. Scrapes of the song accompanied me as I went crawling through the mud. Dragged myself into an old masonry, which had been forsaken long ago, and was hidden an entrance to the Undercity's catacombs. Rats were gnawing at my body. Then I saw it in front of me clearly, a pitch-black figure without any discernible facial features. It was slim and had wiry limbs. Dark, smouldering clouds of smoke were flowing around its feet, obscuring them. Death had visited me in the form of the Black Guardian. I was closer to the Sunfire than ever before. It just stood there, staring at me until it reached out one of its hands. It was waiting till the last breath of life would leave my body. It was certainly enticing to agree to its offer of ending this tragedy. But the last spark of will within me clung to my sorry life in this world. The Black Guardian had to go away empty-handed, and I continued on with my horrible destiny, knowing full well that I had merely delayed the hour of my final judgment. Okay. Well, sounds like being pathless isn't good. Sounds like being pathless. gotta take some more health potions. The only way we're gonna survive this. I don't really want to use another one. I guess we're gonna have to use magic. Let's try it. Okay. Magic it is. Oh. Well. We're out of magicka. We are full health. Let's take one of these magic potions. Let's prepare. Sword. Shield as well. We better get that ready. Shield as well. Let's head up there. Be ready for whatever we find. I'm not scared of you, vampire. Oh. It's a spider. All that. I was afraid of a spider. It looks venomous. But we should still be able to beat it. We're big and powerful. Strong. Yep. Not much of a threat. Not much of a threat. Wonder why the vampire tolerated it. What is this? Oh. Things are not doing well here. It's a magical area. Is it the crystals? We already have the book about whisper trees, but we'll grab it again. The crystals. Not good. We'll grab the book and get out of here. Out of here, out of here, out of here. Well, we got it. What is it? Is it useful? It's a spell tome for a magical ward. It makes us more protected. It reduces how much damage we can take from enemies. It seems incredibly useful. We should learn that. It could keep us alive. Well, we'll make sure to ready that ability. Where was it? There we go. We'll have it ready. We're ready to cast it and switch to our sword immediately. There's nothing here. She's not here. I was told she would be here. There's nobody here. She's not in there, is she? No. She's not in there. That's fine. Can't see any bodies. Wait, there's a staff. Mage light. It can make places lighter. That's not good. I mean, it's good, but it's not going to help us right now. Wait, this? Was she got by the spider? I don't think that's her. Scribbled letter. Okay. He greeted Samuel. Don't be concerned. You surely haven't been deported to the Three River Watch. The watch has lost its meaning to protect the transport of gems from the abandoned mine in the valley, so one remaining guard will be sufficient. Anyway, I can understand it's boring and lonely to keep watch in the most remote spot of Enderal. However, I'm sure they will send someone to support you in a few weeks. Meanwhile, just hang on. Tea. Oh. I guess that was him. Maybe this was him. Encyclopedia Magic Part 4. A sword. Like a proper sword, not a broken one. Well, it's a little bit lighter, but I think I like her heavier sword. Just for just now. They both appear to be about the same. Let us read the Encyclopedia Arcana. Okay. Cultural handling of magic. Even in the civilized world, the handling of magic differs greatly amongst the individual lands. This is primarily due to two causes. Firstly, because of the varying ideals of the gods themselves, and secondly, because of the influence of the native cultures before their lands were conquered by the Lightborn. 1. Enderal. In Enderal, every mage has to report his talent to the Holy Order and has to undergo the Walk to Water. Otherwise, he will become a wild mage in the eyes of the law, and therefore a criminal. I guess that's us. After he has completed the Walk to the Water, his name will be added to a register, and he will thus become an Arcanist. Skilled Arcanists, especially those who take on the Novitiate and successfully become part of the Holy Order, have a high reputation, although they often face distrust and fear. According to the 101 verses, magical talent is not a fate. It is not a fate which is in opposition to the holy path of the individual. If, for example, a farmer discovers this talent in himself, he is nonetheless required to continue on his path after he has completed the Walk to Water. Magical talent is thus to be understood as a challenge which must be mastered. In other lands, both Quara and Kel have fewer regulations from their ruling caste. Instead, so-called magic mage circles, consortia of arcanists exist, which offer their services as mercenaries and researchers for various purposes. These circles represent the very progress-oriented and pragmatic ideals, which is why many notable arcanists and researchers of Vin originated from them. Although a free-spirited individual may find these thoughts appealing, it is an open secret that certain circles, especially the Shibintoya, offer their services for unscrupulous research purposes as well. For further information, the student of magic is recommended to read the works of the Shibintoya, Facts and Speculation from the same author. There is their sigil. The Lands of the Wild exhibit, as one would expect, primitive and almost pitiful handling of magic. They attribute their magical talents to non-existent idols of voices of dead and practice shamanistic rituals. For this reason, they won't be given any further attention in this tome. The handling of magic on Nerum and Azrael, at the very least in civilized parts, is very similar to the Indralian way, librarians note. Since the death of Eridan and the takeover of Nerum by the Chancellor Baratian, only members of Baratian's guard are permitted to use magic. Wild mages, especially Aterna, are pursued and punished with draconic brutality. The root of this persecution is presumably the Chancellor's fear that his power might be challenged. Okay. Interesting. Still hasn't told us where she is, though. Sacks. More sacks. I don't think she's here. Well, where could she be? In there? She's not in there. Don't want to go back empty-handed, but I fear she wasn't here. Maybe she was above. Is there a way up there? It could be. Maybe. If we climb, we could possibly get a way up there. Yes, let us try. We have to look for her. Let's put all our effort into this. Okay. All our effort into this. Right. Someone definitely made a path up here. Oh, some oil barrels. Okay, so maybe this was where the guard kept watch. Oh. Jewelry box. Flawless garnet and a magic-imbued ring. Says it will increase our magicka. Well, might as well try it. And a chest. Some coins. This must be the remains of the guard post. Still no sign of the girl. Put it out over here. Scroll stack. Empty parchment. A scroll of boon. A scroll of mage light. None of these are useful. Over here. An urn. None of that is useful. Well, I mean, it's useful. Not right now, though. Where could she have been? I don't know. Guess we'll have one more look up the tower. She's not there. We're gonna have to go back and tell, her friend that she's, maybe gone for a while. I dislike being this close to the magic, but, well, it was worth it to check. Right. Down here we go. We went up there. Maybe she went somewhere else. Can't see where she would have gone, though. She could have headed around here. I think we already went up this tower, though. Yeah. Definitely already went up here. No sign of anything. Apprentice Book Psionics. This is Apprentice Book Psionics. Apprentice Book Psionics. What is Apprentice Book Psionics? Oh. Something that increases our psionics. It's a training manual. Oh. I don't think we need it, but... Wait. What's that over there? It's like a bird nest. Down here? Well, luckily we can safely jump that. Here? I'm not feeling good about this. Maybe this is the way to the bird's nest? Well, we can hope. This doesn't take us anywhere. How do we get up there? Maybe climbing up here will do it. To that roof? No. How the hell did we get up there? Okay. Well, you could see it from the top of this tower. Maybe from the top of that but there's no way to the top of that tower. It's all blocked off. Interesting. Maybe if we head down the other way, we'll find some way up the walls. Yes. It's got to be what it is. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Well, we're alive once again. Chest. Wine goblets and wood. Oh, that's useful. It's the kind of stuff you'd need if you were guarding this place. Jump over. Still nothing here. How to get up there? I have no idea how to do it. If we leap right here, we could almost get up. But I'm not feeling like this is... There's got to be a path up there. If she got up there... Oh, there's a path between the buildings. Maybe there's a way around the back. To climb up, we could possibly jump around. Okay. Which way would we go? So if we jump up here, this must be all part of the same connect. Yes, if we were to get through that gap, that would allow us through. I'm sure of it. Right. Here we go. Around and a little bit of a run up. We could make it. Scroll stack. No. Get through here. This almost leads us where we want to go. Chest. And another book. Let's read these. Let's get these. Health potions. Okay. And poetry. Empty desert, plants dried out, life escaped from this place. Dead stones, dead bones, lonely soul, all alone. Wandering around, burden is high, cracking the spine, can't survive. Creeps forth, has died. A light flashes brightly, disclosing the world spinning evermore. Faster, faster, all is whirling around myself. I become dizzy at this sight. Take out the light. Yet world keeps spinning furthermore. You know, this isn't the best book of poetry I've ever read. We'll leave it. Oh, wild berries. Is there a way around the top here? What's up there? Looks like we should be able to leap if we were to get the right leap going. We could possibly manage that. It would be a close one, but I think it's possible. So up here again. Somebody has created a whole maze here. Across we go. Up the top. Yes. Yes, I think this is the way across. Fantastic. Now can we jump from here to there? Yes, but not up to the next level. How are we going to do this? Well, this is almost okay. Oh, a chest. Goblets, knives, lube oil. Okay. There's got to be a way up there. Yes. Almost certain. Okay. Well, got to be from that spot that we were at. It's the highest point nearby. It's our only real lead. Let's see. It's a nest for that bird. How would we get up there? There's got to be another way. There's got to be something we can do. We could run and jump. Whoa, no, we can't. I don't think there's a way up there. I think that might just be a bird's nest. See if we can get a better look at it. I don't want to fall. It does look like it's just a bird's nest. But things have been going weirdly here. I don't think there's a way up there, at least not now. We'll have to leave it. Well, we found a lot. We didn't find the person we came here to actually find. Iron ore? I suppose I'll take it, we could sell it. There's nothing else here. Wooden bowl? A hammer? No. Right, we'll go and speak to her. See what she has to say. Well, let's sit down. Hello.
What?
You have some stuff to trade?
Yes, sure.
Okay, she doesn't appear to want to accept our tale.
Walk blessed and
Well.
stay safe.
Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find some trace of her somewhere. Let's have a look. She must be up here somewhere, right? She can't be completely missing. Let's have another look around. Be a little bit more careful this time. Perhaps in this box. It's kind of odd. Anyone in there?
Oh my God! Over here, precious! Over here! It's all right now. Mommy is back. Yes, it's all right. I don't even know how to thank you. 1 second later in that thing, I don't even want to think about it. Here, take this. It's a rare herb, and I hope it's compensation enough for your efforts. At least partially. If you need anything else, just come talk to me. Now that that beast is gone, I might as well take a look at the area.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was looking for a human. Well, not a human. I was looking for whatever you are. But it was... Are you kidding me?